blame it on me, blame it on my wild heart. I love you, I love you, I love you, I do. Blame it on my wild heart. I'm leaving, I'm leaving. I don't even know how to talk. Blame it on me, blame it on my wild heart. I love you, I love you, I love you, I do. Blame it on my wild heart.
Hey everyone, this is the Fawns, and I'm in Oceanside, California, at Turning Point Crisis Center, and I am in the middle of a fucking lightning storm, and I just have to tell you that it was funny as fuck. I was just sitting out here eating my food. Oh, did you see that? The sky is lighting up purple right now. It is lighting up purple. And like there's been giant streaks of, this is the craziest lightning storm I've ever witnessed in San Diego. I grew up in San Diego, I'm a local, and I have never seen some shit like this. This shit is off the fucking hook, dude. Here. And like, it's just been crazy. Like, there has been, look, oh my gosh. There was like, when I was eating my dinner, I came outside to eat in our little patio over here. And I was eating dinner, and I was eating some really nice herb roasted chicken and a nice bowl of chili with cheese and some zucchini, and it was fucking bomb. Let me tell you, it was iced tea on the side that I made myself. It was super bomb. I'm very grateful right now to have a full stomach, but then I went and ate a bunch of food. So I'm gonna do a little nature education today. How many of you know what the coastals, how many of you live in San Diego and even know what the coastal sage scrub is? How many people even know what it is? That's it. You're looking at it right there. Well, there's just some that's mixed in with some kind of riparian. Riparian just means by like a creek or a river. So like those trees, that's not typical. That's those trees actually, or these look like eucalyptus maybe, so they're not even native. That is a scrub oak. That is, or some type of oak, some kind of quercus. That's an oak, so that's native. But anyway, this is our native. If you live in San Diego, I want you to know what coastal sage scrub is, because it is the original habitat. Basically, it's the original habitat that dominated this entire area. And now it's limited a little bit. I mean, basically anywhere there's open space and there's wild land in San Diego, you're looking at coastal sage scrub. Or some kind of morph of it. Like, so I think like botanists like to be really picky and like be like, well, this is like, you know, for example, I feel like they would do something like kind of, let's see, oh, that's a cottonwood. That's a native plant. I think that's a cottonwood, which is a native plant that you find, native tree you find in creeks and stuff like that around San Diego. And there's some trees here, some oaks. Okay, anyway, I can't stop looking at nature. Like, that's me, you guys. I just can't stop. Like, if I'm by it, I have to stare at it. I have to look at it. I can't. I'm like, don't distract me. Okay? Because, bro, like, I really need to know what's going on. That's how I've always been. And my boyfriend told me this too. Even when I was in an institution, and I was with my boyfriend, and I was in an institutional setting where there was barely any nature. But he was like, you're always looking at nature. I was like, really? There's like no nature here. But even the little nature that there was, I had my eyes on it. You guys, I've always got my eyes on the prize. Okay? That's just me. So like, I can't stop. Like, if I'm near nature, if I'm in nature, I cannot be looking at anything else. Like, it takes my full attention. I've always been like that. Like, I've never been a person, like, you cannot walk around in nature with me and like be on your phone. Like, people who walk around in nature and like go on hikes with other people and like talk about stuff, I'm like, No. If I'm gonna be in nature, okay, I have to admit I've probably done that before. But my favorite thing, and like my favorite thing to do when I go into nature, is to just completely immerse myself and be alone and just completely immerse myself in it and find what I can find. I'm a hunter. Like, I am a little hunter-gatherer by nature. Like, I'm always on the lookout for those rare and uncommon species. And when I find them, I usually find them because I'm like a little, I don't give up easily. I do not give up easily usually. If I have the time, like I will just spend hours and I will just frolic through the flora and I will find those rare plants and I will find those uncommon critters. And everyone's like, how did you? And I'm like, you just gotta spend enough time. It's called dedication and it's called love. And I love nature. I always have. And like we're going through this area right now, and I can think back, I haven't been thinking about nature in a long time, but we're going through this area right now, this like little canyon. It's not little, actually, it's a pretty big canyon. I don't know, actually. See, I don't know what it's called. I bet I have friends that probably do. But I forget, there's some bladderpod. I love bladderpod, you guys. It's I forget what the Latin name for bladderpod is, but anyway, bladderpod has these nice yellow flowers all year round. I don't want to steer anyone wrong. I know it starts with an I, like Isamaris or something like that. Whatever, it's not that important. But it's just to show off. no, it helps when you're like trying to talk about it with other people. Technically, scientific names for plants and animals are supposed to be I'm looking at foliage from these deciduous trees, and I'm thinking about, and I'm seeing the moisture because it just rained, and I'm thinking about mushrooms because I also like mushrooms. Mushrooms fascinate me, and they're also delicious. But technically, scientific names, you guys, are supposed to be for like when you're talking to somebody, like probably like a biologist or somebody like from another country. That's like kind of, I think, the extent of their usefulness. So like if I was talking to a botanist in Japan and I wanted to talk about a plant, I would use its Latin name instead of its common name. So I think that's about the usefulness for scientific names. But they're also fun to use and like make you feel smart. So yeah, learn it. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, coastal sage scrub. You ought to know, coastal sage scrub is awesome. It's dominated by sage. Duh. It's just coastal sage scrub. So it's by the coast, and it's scrubland. So it's like bushes, and it's mostly consists of like, I love it because it has mostly like nice aromatic like herbally plants like sage, white sage, black sage, sagebrush, California sagebrush, Artemisia californica. Learn it. Okay, learn that one. Artemisia californica, California sagebrush. That's like one of the dominant plants in our sage scrub habitat, and that is such a lovely smelling plant. It is so magical. It smells good, especially like after a nice like dew, or like like coastal fog like comes in and there's like a nice dew, like the air just smells of sage and it's just wonderful. We have such magical plant communities here, and so I want everybody to learn their coastal sage scrub. Google it, learn it. Love you. Okay, so I'm just super excited right now because I found this little patch of coastal sage scrub next to where I was hanging out, and it is just a treasure trove of smells and just love. It's just full of love, and I am basking in it. Like there's this, it's a nice, you can see gray sky. I love gray, cloudy weather. I'm like a stormy bitch. I just love the storms. Like bring it on. You know, bring on the dark clouds, bring on the thunder and the rain. I think it's because I grew up in San Diego and just every day is fucking sunny. I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. You know, fuck that, you guys. We need a little bit of fucking tumultuousness and fucking diversity and just shit showness, you know? Chaos. Love it. I just have to put a shout out to everybody for the goddess, because the goddess literally takes care of us, and she only loves us, and she only cares for us. And I don't care if you're pagan or if you're Christian or if you're Catholic or if you're Hindu. I just have to tell you that the goddess loves you. She literally loves you. Look at the love that she provides, and she only gives us love, you know, and she loves us unconditionally. She is our creator and our maker. We are human. We are human beings. We are of the earth. And she loves us. She literally loves us. She loves us back. And she's not just like, nature is not just a silent being. She is a real goddess that loves us. She actually has sentient qualities, and she does love us, and she is real. I will tell you that because she gave me a hug one time when I really needed one. And she's also, like, she touches me all the time with her magic, and she is magical. And so whether you're pagan or not and Christian or not, I just have to tell you that the goddess loves you. I'm going to put a shout out for her. And whoever, even if you're Christian, you spend your whole life in Christianity, she's still going to love you. Like, no matter what, whoever you are loved unconditionally by the goddess. So just accept her in your heart if you want to. Otherwise, she's going to keep loving you no matter what. Okay. Goddess bless all of you.